everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I want to talk to you guys about simplifying your overall content strategy for your business. So as you guys know, I love a good content strategy and I really want to make it a lot simpler, a lot easier for you guys to break down and understand and really to produce content that you absolutely love for your business. So I want to start with like a quick story. I'm very type A, very organization. I love a good planner. I love a good app. I love a good software. So back in 2020 and in 2021, I was producing so much content and I had so many different organizational tools. I was kind of all over the place. And while it was organized, it was also overwhelming. I had 6 million apps doing 6 million different things and trying to figure out how to maximize each of them into their own potential. And it ended up being a project on its own to try and develop my content strategy and to implement my content strategy. And I realized that while yes, it was beautiful and it was organized, it was too much. And I understand that it is almost too much. Even my current content strategy is too much for most small business owners. So I want to talk about simplifying your content strategy. And basically, I want to break this down into what my content strategy looks like for 2022. And again, take this with a grain of salt because again, this is my career. This is what I've built my business on. So some of this might still seem overwhelming to you as a business owner, but I just want to break it down and make it simpler for you guys. So I used to have, again, I still structure my content pillars to align with my the days of the week. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, make sure you go watch some of the other videos on my YouTube channel. But basically, I want you guys to start to think about, rather than creating one solo piece of content on whatever platform you decide each and every single day, I want you to start thinking on, in order to simplify, thinking on a larger scale. So what this is going to look like. You're watching it right now. So for me, each and every week, I have one big piece of content go out. It's this YouTube video. And this YouTube video is then translated into a newsletter and a blog post. So this one, like I like to call it the hero piece of content, it is the main structure for my content for the rest of that week. From there, I can take that piece of content, this YouTube video, and turn it into 4 different Instagram posts. I can then post each of those Instagram posts, literally the same ones. I will post those on LinkedIn and on Facebook. I used to try and recreate the wheel and come up with different graphics and different, restructure the caption. And I'm like, no, the same thing can go on each, obviously with respect to certain formats if needed. But I will literally put the same square image that I'm putting on Instagram. I will put it on Facebook and on LinkedIn. Then what I'll do is I will take certain portions of that caption and publish them on Twitter. I'm still trying to give Twitter a try. It's kind of hit or miss for me there. Or I take clips from this video and publish them on TikTok. And again, depending upon what the topic is, I can get a couple videos out of that as well. And just by breaking it down in this way, it is simplifying your content and I'm not having to come up with a million bajillion ideas each and every single week. I take one core piece of content, one core idea, and break it down into multiple different pieces. So what this might look like for you, again, I know that seems like a lot of content because honestly it is. What I want you to think is maybe even start to theme your weeks. So week 1, in January, you're going to talk about goals for your business and relate every single post that you want to back to that theme for the week and figure out ways to break down that one topic idea into multiple different things. For me, what I like to try and do, and this would work for you as well, come up with that one topic idea. And let's say you want to post 3 times per week on Instagram. With that idea in mind and aligning again to your content pillars, figure out a way that that one idea can fit into your content pillars. And then you could also make it even more interesting by, okay, I know this post, I need to have one educational post, one entertaining post, and one personal post. And figure out how those fit in your content pillars and still wrapping it around that same idea. So again, I know trying to break this down might seem a little bit complex, but by taking that big picture idea, you are actually in turn simplifying your overall content strategy and simplifying your content structure. One quick caveat, this isn't meant to completely deter you from creating in the moment content. And what I mean by this is like, if you feel like tweeting something random, go for it. You want to post on Instagram stories, go for it. I still like to create in the moment content, especially like on TikTok if I'm doing stitches or duets threats or there's some kind of breaking social media news that I want to comment on, I'm still leaving room for myself to be able to do that. But what I've done is also I've gotten rid of the fluff. I kind of already alluded to this. I'm not creating multiple graphics. I'm really trying to use the same piece of content visually, written, audio, whatever it looks like. And I'm trying to put it out on as many platforms as possible with as minimal tweaks as possible. And I've even started to simplify what my graphics look like. I'm not obsessing over what my Reels cover looks like. Sometimes I'll just take a selfie and put Instagram text over it rather than going into Canva and trying to have this perfect cover. There are so many different things here. There's so many different things that I used to do, and I would have them all in all these different apps. I love using Airtable to plan and later to schedule, and that's all I have now. I used to like to have content ideas inside of Notion, and then I'd bring them into Airtable, and then I would schedule on later. And, sometimes I'd use Facebook Creator Studios, and I made the process a lot more complicated than it needs to be. So I've simplified down to I plan my content in Airtable, it gets published on later. That's it. And keeping it as simple as possible in order to make sure that I'm effectively delivering my content strategy and not facing all this crazy overwhelm. So hopefully this has inspired you guys to really simplify and make content creation a lot easier. It's so much easier to think about, okay, for this month, I just need 4 topic ideas, 1 for each week, rather than thinking I need 30 different posts. I need 30 different ideas. So try this for the next month or 2 and see how it works for you. See what it does for you. And I'd love to hear from you guys in the comment section or shoot me a DM over on Instagram and let me know how it's working for you. Other than that, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys next week.